Imagine waking up on a summer Sunday to discover that your street has been severed by soldiers unrolling barbed wire and stacking concrete blocks. Overnight, you are cut off from your friends and family. Let me tell you the story how the fate for a lot of Germans changed when the East German administration decided to build the Berlin Wall. The 13th of August 1961 was a Sunday. On that morning, the Volksarmee and police encircled West Berlin with barbed wire and roadblocks. Within hours, workers began laying down concrete blocks. What followed was one of the most famous symbols of the Cold War, the Berlin Wall. After World War II, Germany was divided into East and West. Berlin, though, deep inside East Germany, was also split. In the 1950s, life in West Berlin meant freedom, consumer goods, and the promise of democracy. Shortages and repression marked East Berlin. Between 1949 and 1961, around 3.5 million East Germans, roughly 20% of the population, fled into the West. This escape threatened the survival of the East German state. To stop it, East German leader Walter Ulbricht, who had only weeks earlier claimed, ordered the closure of the border. Dieter Weber was a Berlin dump truck driver whose life intersected directly with history. On the weekend of the 12th to the 13th of August 1961, his company ordered him to transport concrete posts and barbed wire across the city, from Johannisthal to Chausseestraße. These deliveries became the foundation of the Berlin Wall.
We really got a special treatment that day because they wanted a 12 to 14-hour shift. They gave us tea with rum, but it was more like rum with tea, really.
The wall separated families and friends overnight. Some people risked everything to escape. Some dug tunnels, others swam rivers. Soldiers like Konrad Schumann became famous for leaping over the barbed wire to the west. Dieter Weber experienced also some escapes in these days.
We carried an old lady up to the platform and put her in the S-Bahn. No one checked where we were going or who she was. On our way back, the border police stopped us and asked us where we'd come from and what we were doing there. We were almost arrested. They asked us a whole load of questions, and half an hour later, we were allowed to go.
The Berlin Wall was more than a barrier of stone and steel. It was a symbol of the Cold War and just the beginning of a story that came a few times close to an atomic disaster. Imagine tanks from the United States and the Soviet Union staring each other down in the middle of Berlin. Just one wrong move, and the Cold War could have turned into World War III. This was Checkpoint Charlie. October 1961, the most dangerous place on Earth for 16 intense hours. I will tell you more about that in the next video.